They are symbols of the North American wilderness. With a shake of their tails, these creatures send out a unique sound, signaling when something is getting too close. So, what makes the rattlesnake one of the most studied reptiles for its venom? Let's explore now. All 19 rattlesnake species in North America, and how they deliver venom. Rattlesnakes belong to the pit viper group, known for the heat-sensing pits located between their eyes and nostrils. These pits allow them to pinpoint the exact location of warm-blooded prey, even in complete darkness. They are named for the rattle at the end of their tails, made up of hollow segments of keratin, the same tough protein found in human hair and nails. The segments interlock, and when shaken, they create a far-carrying warning sound. Rattlesnakes have long, front-positioned fangs with flexible joints, a type known as solenoglyph. When not in use, the fangs fold neatly against the upper jaw. When striking, they swing forward and sink deep into the prey's muscle tissue. Each fang is connected directly to venom ducts leading from large venom glands located behind the head. When biting, muscles around the glands contract, delivering a measured amount of venom through the fangs into the target's body. The venom of most rattlesnake species is primarily hemotoxic, meaning it affects the blood and tissues. It causes cell breakdown, tissue decay, and disrupts blood clotting, which, if left untreated, can be life-threatening. Some species also possess neurotoxic components, which affect the nervous system, causing muscle paralysis and hindering breathing. Currently, scientists have documented 32 recognized species of true rattlesnakes, with about 83 subspecies. They are divided into two main genera, Crotalus and Cistruris. The genus Crotalus is the larger of the two, with over 30 recorded species. Among them, some notable species found across North America include the timber. Rattlesnake is one of the most iconic rattlesnake species, with a wide range across North America. It is found mainly in the eastern United States and is one of only 4 rattlesnake species recorded east of the Mississippi River, a region with a much lower rattlesnake density compared to the west. They are often found near swamps, marshes, and rivers, which provide abundant prey such as rodents, birds, frogs, and some other reptiles. Areas with dense bamboo or cane thickets are ideal habitats. This is also the origin of the name canebrake rattlesnake, commonly used in the South. The timber rattlesnake stands out for its large size, ranging from 90 centimeters to over 1.5 meters in length. It also has long fangs and a potent hemotoxic venom system. In particular, the canebrake rattlesnake variant in the southeastern United States contains an additional presynaptic neurotoxin. This toxin, also known as Mojave type A toxin, can cause severe muscle paralysis. Another standout is the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake, found in the coastal plains of the southeastern United States. It is the largest, heaviest, and longest-fanged rattlesnake, and is also considered the most formidable on the North American continent. The estimated amount of venom that could be fatal to a human is about 100 to 150 milligrams. An adult can deliver more than this amount in a single strike. Without treatment, the fatality rate may range from 10% to 30%, depending on the victim's health condition and the bite location. However, with modern medicine, this rate has dropped significantly, thanks to effective anti-venoms such as Crofab and Wyeth's ACP. Meanwhile, the Western Diamondback rattlesnake ranges widely across the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. It is also known as the Texas Diamondback, with an average length of 1 to 1.4 meters and record individuals reaching up to 2.6 meters. It is the longest rattlesnake species, Saois, in the United States. The Western Diamondback rattlesnake is also responsible for more human bite cases in the United States than any other rattlesnake species, due to its wide range and habit of living near populated areas. In Mexico, it is likewise a leading cause of snakebite-related fatalities. One notable point of interest is the evolution of venom resistance in certain mammals sharing its habitat. The Mexican ground squirrel has been shown to have significant biological resistance to the venom of the Western Diamondback rattlesnake, reflecting the coevolution between predator and prey in this unique ecosystem. The similar appearance of the Western Diamondback rattlesnake often causes it to be mistaken for the Mojave rattlesnake. This is also among the most formidable rattlesnake species, with some of the most potent venom in North America. It is mainly found in the southwestern United States and central Mexico. Unlike the Western Diamondback, the Mojave rattlesnake usually has 2 to 8 tail bands, with a white to black ratio of about 2 to 1. In the Western Diamondback, the bands are closer to a 1 to 1 ratio. The Mojave rattlesnake also has 2 white stripes running diagonally from the eyes to the lower jaw, a more noticeable feature at close range. Its venom is considered the most potent among North American rattlesnakes and occurs in 2 main biochemical types. Type A, defined by Mojave toxin, a strong presynaptic neurotoxin. This toxin blocks nerve signals at neuromuscular junctions, leading to paralysis, blurred vision, breathing difficulties, loss of coordination, and if untreated, seizures and fatal outcomes. Areas where type A venom is common include California, Nevada, Utah, and much of Arizona. Type B is hemotoxic, affecting the blood and tissues. It destroys cells, causes tissue decay, disrupts clotting, and can lead to internal bleeding, liver and kidney damage, and disorientation from reduced blood flow to the brain. Some populations, especially in central and southern Arizona, carry both venom types, creating a rare and highly potent combination in nature. This mix makes a bite an urgent medical emergency, capable of harming both the nervous and circulatory systems. The next name is the Western rattlesnake, one of the most widely distributed rattlesnake species in North America. Its range stretches from southwestern Canada, across the entire northwestern United States, and down into northern Mexico. The taxonomy of the Western rattlesnake reflects its high biodiversity, with at least 5 main subspecies confirmed: Northern Pacific rattlesnake, Southern Pacific rattlesnake, Grand Canyon rattlesnake, midget-faded rattlesnake, and Great Basin rattlesnake. The Western rattlesnake has type 2 venom, marked by low metalloproteinase activity but high lethality. Some subspecies, such as the Southern Pacific rattlesnake, have strong presynaptic neurotoxins. Certain black diamond rattlesnake populations are also highly toxic, requiring large doses of antivenom. Medically, treatment is challenging due to venom with strong neurotoxic effects or unstable biochemistry. A key advancement is the trivalent polyvalent antivenom. Made from the venoms of the Central American rattlesnake, mottled rock rattlesnake, and South American rattlesnake, it works well against protein toxins from the Southern Pacific rattlesnake. This points to the potential for a Pan-American anti-crotalus to simplify and improve treatment. Like the Western rattlesnake, the tiger rattlesnake's venom is classified as type 2. Its body has 35 to 52 uneven gray or brown crossbands, called tiger bands, which give the species its name. Its tail is well developed and can produce a rattle sound reaching up to 77 decibels, similar to a motorcycle heard at close range. The tiger rattlesnake's natural range is limited mainly to central, southeastern, and far southern Arizona, extending into northwestern Mexico. Its fangs are also short, about 4.0 to 4.6 millimeters. This may help explain why fatalities from tiger rattlesnake bites are extremely rare in practice. The banded rock rattlesnake is a smaller and less well-known rattlesnake species. It is found mainly in the southwestern United States, extending southward into the high mountain ranges and limestone regions of northern and central Mexico. Its venom is mildly hemotoxic, designed primarily to subdue small prey. Due to its small size, the amount of venom it delivers is also very low. Importantly, there have been no recorded human fatalities from this species' bite. Next is the ridge-nosed rattlesnake, the official reptile symbol of the state of Arizona. Today, it remains one of the least known venomous snakes in the Americas. This is a small rattlesnake species, with adults typically measuring only 30 to 60 centimeters in length. Its nose rises into a distinct ridge along the snout, giving rise to its common name, ridge-nosed. This feature is thought to help channel sense or aid tactile sensing in low visibility conditions. With a small venom yield and low toxicity, Its bites rarely pose a serious threat to human life. Another lesser-known species is the twin-spotted rattlesnake, found mainly in the high mountain regions of the Sky Islands. This species is divided into two main groups based on venom composition. Type A contains Mojave toxin, a neurotoxin found only in highly potent and hazardous species. Type B has hemotoxic properties, more typical of traditional rattlesnake species. However, to date, there have been no recorded human fatalities from this species. The black-tailed rattlesnake is one of the most recognizable rattlesnake species, with its distinct black tail giving rise to its common name. However, genetic research in 2012 revealed significant genetic differences between populations in Texas and eastern New Mexico compared to those in the West. This led to their reclassification as a separate species, the eastern black-tailed rattlesnake. A 2018 study provided deeper insight into age-related differences in venom composition. Juveniles contain higher levels of crotamine, a myotoxin that damages muscle tissue and strongly promotes blood clotting. All age groups show strong hemorrhagic effects. The black-tailed rattlesnake often stays still and camouflaged rather than rattling or striking first. However, when defending its young, it can become extremely aggressive. One incident recorded at Tanque Verde Creek, Arizona, in 1984, described a black-tailed rattlesnake delivering 2 consecutive strikes at a herpetologist when it perceived a threat to its offspring. Since 1900, however, there have been no recorded human fatalities from this species. In the southwestern United States and the Baja California peninsula of northern Mexico, you may come across the red diamond rattlesnake. This species stands out with its distinctive brick red or reddish-brown color, paired with bold diamond patterns outlined in white along its back. In some populations, such as the San Lucan subspecies, the rattle can be completely absent. It is not an aggressive species. Its hemotoxic venom is not particularly strong, though still effective for subduing prey. Even when approached, it rarely coils into a striking posture or remains fixed in place like many other rattlesnake species. This behavior reduces the likelihood of conflict with humans and reflects evolutionary selection toward a passive defense strategy. You're observing a very unique rattlesnake species. The sidewinder, also called the horned rattlesnake, is known for its horn-like scales above the eyes that shield harsh light and keep sand out. Its body color ranges from pale yellow-brown to reddish-brown, allowing it to blend into dry sand as a natural camouflage expert. It lives in arid regions of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico, especially in sandy deserts and dunes. Recognized subspecies of the sidewinder include the Mojave sidewinder, Sonoran sidewinder, and Colorado desert sidewinder. Its venom is less toxic than many other North American rattlesnakes. The amount of venom it delivers is typically just enough to subdue prey weighing between 13 and 18 kilograms. Once mistaken for the tiger rattlesnake due to its bold speckled markings, the speckled rattlesnake prefers Rocky Mountain habitats in the western United States. Currently, 2 subspecies are recognized: the San Lucan speckled rattlesnake, found in southern Baja California and nearby islands; the El Muerto Island speckled rattlesnake, found only on Isla El Muerto, an isolated population in the Gulf of California. A commonly encountered and widely distributed rattlesnake species in North America is the prairie rattlesnake, also known as the Great Plains rattlesnake. It ranges from southwestern Canada through the United States and into northern Mexico. The prairie rattlesnake can release between 20% and 55% of its venom in a single bite. Its venom is a complex mix of protease and peptidase enzymes. It carries both hemotoxic and neurotoxic properties, which increases its overall lethality. Found mainly in Arizona and the far western part of New Mexico, the Arizona black rattlesnake is a species native to the western United States, known for its rare semi-social behavior among snakes. It ranges from the Hualapai Mountains and Cottonwood Cliffs in the northwest of the state, southeastward to the Santa Catalina, Rincon, Pinaleno, and Blue Mountains. In New Mexico, it is found in the Steeple Rock area. The Arizona black rattlesnake can shift its color from light gray to near black after feeding or under stress. This phenomenon is linked to changes in the number or quality of pigment cells, as well as movement of organelles within those cells. This ability not only enhances camouflage, but also helps regulate body temperature, a survival advantage in the cooler mountain forest environment. The pygmy rattlesnake is one of the smallest rattlesnake species in the eastern United States. Its scientific name, Miliarius, comes from Latin and means millet-like, likely referring to the speckled skin patterns that serve as camouflage. Despite its small size, it is considered one of the most common causes of rattlesnake bites in North America. There are 3 subspecies of the pygmy rattlesnake. The dusky pygmy rattlesnake is widespread in Florida, except for the Florida Keys. It is also found in southern Georgia, southern South Carolina, southern Alabama, and southeastern Mississippi. The Carolina pygmy rattlesnake ranges from southern South Carolina to eastern North Carolina and into central Georgia and Alabama. The western pygmy rattlesnake is found throughout Mississippi, excluding the southeastern Pearl River area. It also ranges across Louisiana, East Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, and southwestern Tennessee. The eastern Massasauga once had a wide range across Midwestern and Great Lakes states in the United States. It is also one of only 3 rattlesnake species found in Canada, with remaining populations in Ontario. In Michigan, it is the only venomous snake and one of just 2 rattlesnake species found across the entire Great Lakes region. However, its population has declined sharply over the past century and has gone locally extinct in about 40% of the counties where it once lived. Data from the Michigan Poison Center report an average of about 16 bites from the eastern Massasauga each year. The subspecies Cistrurus catenatus catenatus and Cistrurus catenatus tergeminus contain high levels of cistruxin, a potent neurotoxin. Still, fatalities from bites are extremely rare due to the snake's short fangs and the typically low amount of venom delivered. Once classified as a subspecies of the eastern Massasauga, modern taxonomic research now recognizes the western Massasauga as a separate species. It includes 2 main subspecies, the western Massasauga, also known as the plains Massasauga, and the desert Massasauga. NatureServe lists the species as vulnerable. In some states, it is considered critically imperiled, while in others, populations remain more stable. The western Massasauga is found in the southwestern plains of the United States and extends into northern Mexico. In summer, it mainly inhabits open, dry shortgrass prairies, mixed grasslands with sand sagebrush, and sometimes sandy areas with loose soil. In fall, it moves to shortgrass areas near moist habitats to prepare for hibernation. Drop for drop, its venom is more potent than that of some larger rattlesnake species. However, the amount of venom injected in a single bite is much lower, reducing the risk of fatal outcomes in humans. Still, a bite can be life-threatening without timely medical treatment. Roughly 7,000 to 8,000 people in the United States are bitten by venomous snakes each year, though fatal cases are very rare. Clinical data from across the country show that about 72% of victims are male. Notably, nearly half of the incidents occur after the victim has already seen the snake, but does not move away from the area. So how can you protect yourself when living near potential rattlesnake habitats? In general, most rattlesnake species tend to avoid human contact and will only defend themselves if they feel threatened or provoked. Actions such as disturbing, approaching, or attempting to harm the snake significantly increase the risk of being bitten. Even after the snake has been killed, danger can remain. A severed snake head can still sense, flick its tongue, and reflexively bite with a dangerous amount of venom for up to an hour after being removed from the body. For this reason, it's important to stay calm and move away from the area if you spot a snake. At the same time, proactive safety measures should be taken to protect yourself and your family. A key example is snake fencing, especially effective in keeping out species like the Mojave rattlesnake. If bitten, the victim should be taken to a medical facility as quickly as possible. Although some species have highly potent venom, most cases are not life-threatening if treated promptly with proper medical care and anti-venom. In all situations, the golden rule is, do not attempt to treat the bite with folk remedies. Do not cut the wound or try to suck out the venom, and seek professional medical help immediately. Those are 19 rattlesnake species you might encounter in North America. How many of them can you recognize? And are you confident enough to back away safely when facing a venomous snake? Drop your thoughts in the comments, follow the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the exciting surprises coming in the next video.